On five and dime, on five and, on five and, on five and dime, on five and, on five and, on five and dime, on five and, on five and, hey yeah you lie, on five and dime, five and dime. Got on the phone, hit a Big Mac, put me on the show so we can chit chat, blow smoke, sit back. I dunk, but I bet somebody gon' sip yak, yeah this that. Got a mad, you can hit a lip smack. Been whipping up until the wrist snap, ain't taking no breaks, no Kit Kats. Like the big homie say, it's all big facts. Sound like a good time, so I'm in that. Time to go live, yeah spin that. Looking so fly, in my in hat, like a 4-5, we about to kick back. Chop it up, never know who's popping up. So what you doing? Where you been at? Mosh with us, rock with us. Can't wait until I can spin back. On five and dime, on five and, on five and.
How we doing, boys? Welcome to show 37.
How you doing? How you doing?
We're gonna have a little fun today. We got some energy in the room for sure. So we're gonna get the business out of the way. Like, share, subscribe, get it, help us get it out there, and never know when you're the next artist could be your favorite. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We would like to thank our sponsor, Habits Glass and Goodies, here in Omaha. 3 locations, one over on Florence, one on 87th and J, and then one on 101st and Maple. They are currently taking Toys for Tots. If you come in with a donation, they will double the points on your purchase, and they're trying to give back to you while we're giving to some kids. So
Take care of the kids.
yeah, go in there, be a creature of habits. But so we got Steve, but we got the Steves with us today. We got
Steve.
S Steve and Steve. We got Danny, and then we got the illest DJ Doc.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's up?
Man, welcome to the show. I'm a huge fan of what you do to people in a room, my guy.
Man, thank you. I appreciate
Over
that.
there.
I've spent some time cruising through your TikTok today. I hadn't really been through it much. Man, the video of the kid saying I got to rock the room after this dude, and it was you. Bro, I love that. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen you perform, and I've seen your energy, and let's face it, you get everybody moving.
Man, I try. I do my best. It's about the experience with me. It's not necessarily about trying to be the best. It's about giving the best experience. I believe in that. If the experience is horrible, you'll hate the entire thing. But if you have a good time while we're on stage, while it's me, while it's an artist I'm DJing for, or anyone on stage for that fact, if you have a good experience, you'll never forget it.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it was a few months. It was right when you were kind of. It was what was the show? It was before Devin that you were. It was ISO and Taebo's show.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I had seen you and really noticed you. They were talking about your album and everything, and I seen your energy, man. For a big dude, I'm a big guy myself.
Yeah.
These a couple other big guys, bro. The way you move and keep moving, I don't know, man. You got some extra energy that is amazing. I have heavy breathing watching your ass. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Good for you, dude.
Windy form, for real.
Is that just the energy from the crowd?
It's energy from the crowd, man. There's days where you never know what can happen before we get on stage. There's times you can get a real messed up text message or a phone call or whatever, but you got to put all that aside. But when I'm there and you hear me say the energy you give us is the energy we can give back, there's times when crowds are just, they're just there to have a good time and they just sit. And it's a little hard to get it going. But as soon as I see that energy kicking up and they all screaming words and yelling at us and jumping up and down, that makes me, hey, I feel like I'm ISO size on stage. Don't play with me. I'll jump and scream and do all of that too. Now, don't get me wrong when we get in the back. But while I'm on stage, we gotta stick to that program, man. So it's a good thing. That energy exchange is important.
Bro, it's awesome. And I've seen videos of you crowds that are wall to wall, just moving. And I even seen a mannequin challenge you guys did.
Yeah.
You had a whole crowd. You're able to talk a whole crowd into freezing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then right back to moving. You know what I mean? Everything, bro. The bounce is amazing with you and your crew. You know what I mean? I love watching your energy.
Man, I appreciate that. Years of growth, years of learning, years of failing too. There's no growth without failure. Like
Sure.
there's been times you see the amazing footage, but there's also times when, hey, we want you to show up, promote, and I'll do that. And 30 people show up at a venue, and it's like, well, I'm gonna rock this 30 like it's 3,000. And then there's the better times when those 30 grows to 50, and then 75, and then next it's 125, and then it's 300, and that's just because they came to see you. Then there's additional on top of that. So then when we get to the 1,100 people, 1,500 people at specific venues that are there just to see DJ Doc and to have the experience of the illest DJs, just they're my patients. I love them. That's what we do. It's we did have a good time.
Well, and you have an amazing, like, a raspiness to your voice when you are yelling on the mic, bro. It's not like too much. It is what I feel like you want in your DJ when he is yelling. It isn't. You have it.
I think what it really spawns from. I did radio for years, so I learned how to properly project my voice into microphones. Again, failing plenty of times, but then learning how to do that. But also the influence. It was the listening to Lil Jon, listening to Fat Man Scoop, listening to Jazzy Jeff, like how they're doing specific things. And it wasn't about the DJ, it was just about adding to it, but they had their own element of what they did. Jazzy Jeff with his scratching, it was his own separate thing. Fat Man Scoop was like the ultimate person on the mic. Like there was no other DJ that could do it like him. Lil Jon, known for his voice, but he was a DJ. So it's like I took bits and pieces from the influence around me, and then of course my old head DJs in the city really prepping me to, you're a DJ, but you're only going to host tonight. So I was forced to be able to be on a mic and forced to understand it. So now it's just an added element when I DJ. I just try not to make it about me. It's about the entire program. But when it is my turn, you're going to know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How old are you?
35.
35. Okay, you're about 10 years younger than the most of us. But Danny, he's the dinosaur 25. Of the crew. He's the dinosaur of the crew. You got any children?
I have a bonus son. I have a bonus son. So yeah, but he's my son. It's my bonus son. Love that man to death. Yeah.
Well, look, and to be honest, man, it's a little more work to step in as to be around for somebody else's child.
Well, and the thing is, it's a I'm not gonna go too much into it, but his father's very active, great father, it's a blended household. They have a joint custody situation. I kind of just stepped into it and started filling my role at our house, and then just kind of coordinating ups and downs, but coordinating how we're going to do things best for our son. And it's just, it all works out. We're all good friends. We're all
awesome.
have to be. That's the best thing I could pray for. Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, that is for real.
Yeah, we've seen it go the other way, and that's awesome that you can do that.
Yeah, have to.
So that being said, how when you're out on the road, how is that for you?
I love being on the road because it's interacting with people, but of course it does affect the home life. It definitely does. A lot of text messages, a lot of calls. People don't understand that when I'm on stage, I'm DJ Doc. I have to. Meet and greets have to be that. But like I said earlier, there are times when we're dealing with things that are going on back home. Yeah. So while I'm on tour, on a national tour, and having fun on these crazy situations and bus rides and van rides, and it's like I have a wife at home that's struggling in med school, and she's stressing because I'm her comfort and I'm her peace, and I can't be there. Or the child is having a rough time, and I need to be able to be there to do X, Y, Z, or something just broke at the house and now I'm not there. So it's like you still have a home life that you have to take care of. And it's balancing that. It's tough, but you got to get the job done.
Yeah.
You couldn't have said it any better.
Right.
That's for real. I mean, that's great. That's great.
What kind of got you started into the DJing or even just music? What kind of?
Okay. So as a kid, I always loved the radio. I was a kid that slept with a radio above his bed. I used to create my own little mini mixtapes. I used to hit pause, record, play at the same time and get certain songs and stop them. I went to sleep to music. I love music. My cousin had a wedding that I attended, and my mom always knew I wanted to do something with radio. I wanted to DJ. I just super young, but I was okay. So I'm 15 at this time, and went to my cousin's wedding. And long story short, there was a DJ that was there, DJ Hot Boy. He was DJ. He let me play around on the equipment. I've never seen the equipment, never touched it, but he showed me a couple things. I was pushing buttons and quote unquote scratching. I was really just moving stuff, but he let me do that. He invited me up to the radio station and went up to the radio station, hung out with him. The day I was hanging out with him, he introduced me to the radio world, and I got to speak on the mic for the first time. It was just kind of like I got the little homie up here, blah 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 blah. Introduce yourself. I just was going by the name Doc Beatbox at the time because I was a beatboxer, and Doc was in front of it because they said I got surgical with it. So it's I'm Doc Beatboxing, blah blah blah. Went to school and loved it. People, we heard you on the radio, but I ended up interning for the radio station, and then ended up getting hired and brought on to co-host a show dealing with only local music with Houston Alexander. So we tag teamed for years, and then it was like as I was doing radio, DJing kind of just became a natural thing of it because I was around other DJs. I used to sneak inside the radio station at night. They can know about it now. I used to sneak into the radio station at like
it's not called breaking
11. No, not at all. At like 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I was in the radio station. Like even nights I had school, I was in a radio station practicing and DJing, hoping I wasn't broadcasting live on air, just learning how to do certain things. And then I graduated from high school, went to college in my freshman year. I threw my first party at 17. Nice. And I mean, we had about 300 some odd people there, which is huge for a 17-year-old.
College life.
Exactly. Yeah. Threw a party and I DJ'd, and it was my first time DJing. And that was the moment I knew I was like, this is what's going to take me. I gotta stick with this. I've been doing it ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we kind of, you sir have done some things here. Mm-hmm. You do have the illness that just came out.
Yes,
and you have some great names on there.
Yes.
I had.
This is sick, by the way. If you guys haven't listened to it,
gotta check it out. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
We were jamming it all day, but that illness, the song "Illness," that
title track,
that was killing.
Yep, that one, Ghost, and the Offering. Like Joey Cool, I like his.
Yeah,
he's smooth as hell with his shit.
Yes.
So yeah, in the trumpets in the beginning of that. Man, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be. Yep, I was all in for that one.
Man, thank you.
You are also ISO and Taebo's DJ.
Yes,
that's crazy. I hadn't gotten into Bliss until actually today, and you got some parts in that too.
Yeah. People don't know officially. I was Taebo's DJ first.
Okay,
known both of them throughout life. Taebo's DJs first, and then he got me on with ISO officially in 2020, October of 2020. So I started DJing for ISO then. So those are the main two, and then because of ISO, of course, I've already met people from Strange already done, but that was radio world. That wasn't official DJ work.
Yeah.
So being introduced as ISO's official DJ was a little different. All right. So meet people, shake hands, bump elbows, high five pictures. Cool. And then it was Tech said he wants you on the album. So what you talking about? Yeah, man, Tech wants you on his album. I said, oh, yeah, man, line it up. Let's do it. He said, hold on 1 second. He on the other line. I said, huh? you said what to me? Tech on the other line. Shoot. I got the ring. Yeah, I got the ring camera footage. The ring camera footage still to this day. Like, I had to be professional. Oh, yeah, what's up, Tech? Yeah, but I've already met the man countless times, but it's different on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm on the inside, I was jumping around. That little kid was so happy, but it was very surreal to hear Tech say, "I want DJ Doc on this project, and here's the idea, and you're really the glue that's going to hold it all together. You're going to do this and this." And I didn't understand it. I just knew he wanted me to do some stuff. I said, "Yeah," and then we made it happen, and I heard it, and I went, "Oh."
He heard it before you did.
Yeah, he heard it way before me. He knew. If that Tech is a genius. Tech will write stuff down in his little notepad, and you'll have no idea what he's talking about. And then it's like 2 years from there, you'll go, "That's what you was talking." He's like, "Yeah, I had it all planned." I'm like, I see what you did there. But yeah, shout out to Taebo, shout out to ISO for the plug to aligning me. But yeah, the Bliss situation was something crazy. I love that. I still listen to it to this day. I love that.
Yeah, I had quit listening to music for a long time.
Okay.
And then actually I met Strawstone kind of in my first few episodes here. And I went to Four Winds and stuff, and like it really started opening me up. I had when Tech and ISO came with Undead Hollywood.
Hollywood Undead,
Yeah,
yeah.
when they came for that is when I actually was the first time I had heard ISO.
Okay.
So I mean, I was that shut off to music, and I was like, I got to hear more of this. And then to find out he was local was bigger, and then I found Taebo, and now you, and I mean, it's been like the Omaha music scene is crazy undervalued.
Very much so.
And you know, I have never seen a crowd move like when y'all are together.
Oh, it's unstoppable. Those are my brothers. We know each other's ups and downs. We've been there for ups and downs. Those are my literal brothers. Like outside.
You know what's beautiful is Taebo said the same thing.
Yep.
Right. I mean, the exact same words you said came out of his mouth. So that's when you know it's real.
Yeah, like those they can call. My phone can ring for anything from them, and it's a drop for them. Significant others, for nieces, nephews, kids. Those are my brothers. Like they are my friends. If you really look at what it takes to really be a friend, it takes a lot, and to be able to give that instantaneously, those are like the two of the very few people in this world in my lifetime I can really say that's my brother, that's my friend. But the way we gel outside of the stage, and like the fact that we can just be boys and be us, when we get on stage, we're having fun. Again, we're feeding off the energy, but the fun that we're having, we're really just impressing each other. And we're playing around having fun, and
with each other, not even caring what's going on the stage. Probably with the crowd. I mean, obviously your job is to get the crowd hype, but yeah, I'm sure that's beautiful.
Feed off each other. Yeah,
exactly. There's times where I say like different words. I do the back ends of certain songs, and there'll be times when I know how they're going to breathe, how they're stepping, certain moves because we've done it, but I know them. But then there's times when we're just so locked in. A Taebo example, he was saying some words or something, and I wasn't even looking. I was just vibing, and something said, say this entire next line. And he ended up stopping to breathe and do something else, and it just matched up perfectly. And after he was like, hey, Doc, you killed it. I said, killed what? He said, but I stopped rapping. You said the whole thing. I was like, I did? Yeah, I knew I did. Yup, I sure did. Listen, we were just locked in.
And when you're friends with somebody for that long, and you get to know them that well, we all kind of have that relationship here. Yeah. We've all known each other, 20, 25 years, maybe even longer. It's a beautiful mesh. When you guys get to know each other's thinking, that's awesome. That you guys. I mean, I wish everybody could experience that. Probably not everybody experiences that, but just to experience that with your friends on stage, that's dope. Man.
I love it. I love it.
What do you do? Like, okay, so I also happen to have some inside information that you're a wrestler.
Yeah,
which is cool to me. Not like Roman Greco, like WWE kind of style.
I'm a professional wrestler too. I do everything.
Well, yeah, and then while we're talking about it, man, you're a scare actor too. You mess with the scare houses.
Haunted houses saved my life. Haunted houses saved my life. Legitimately, haunted houses saved my life.
Downtown Mystery Manor.
Yeah, Mystery
Manor. We were talking Patois.
Yeah.
Like the reggae scene. I remember it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I was down there with Stella, my daughter Stella.
One of my Jamaican characters is a Jamaican clown. Yeah.
That's crazy. How crazy is that? That's cool.
Yeah, Haunted House saved my life. Me, Taebo, ISO, we all jail for a reason. My mental health stuff really kicked in at I had family issues, and it's not the story of I didn't have this, I didn't. It was just there was a lot of pressure on me as a teenager, and I shouldn't have had that. Right. But I attempted suicide twice at 15, and God knew what He was doing, aligning me, because the high school I graduated from, Central, is 2-3 blocks away from Mystery Manor, and we used to drive by every day for football practice. And I would always see this haunted house, and I'd never been to a haunted house. Love horror movies, never been to a haunted house. And I got in trouble, couldn't play football, all this stuff, and it was heartbreaking. And I was like, at that point, that's what led to the attempts. And then something was like, do some research on this haunted house, just see what it's about. At this time, it was MySpace. I get online, start looking stuff up, and I was like, man, I really kind of want to get into working at haunted houses. I got on YouTube and was looking up haunted houses around the country, and I could do this. I think I would be really good at this. But it wasn't just about scaring people. It was the fact of how many times can you really be in a safe space where you can just let out your emotion and not be judged for it. And that's what I was really going through, was no matter what I was doing, I was being judged, or there was some form of punishment just for me wanting to be me. And it wasn't negative things. It was just, oh, I want to sit down and listen to this type of music. I'm not going to let that music go in my house. Okay. I want to go do this. No, because, and it was like, there was always a reason why I was being wronged. But yeah, I can be at a haunted house and I can sit on the ground and cry and let out real tears and people think I'm acting. I can scream, I can speak gibberish, I can just let all my stress out and people are paying to see it and they're having fun and getting scared. I'm like, oh, this could go somewhere. I like this. This is fun.
That's crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah.
For real.
That's crazy.
It was a release. That was my
crazy,
therapy.
man. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was Haunted House was my first therapy.
Now, the fact that you found that as a release or a event, man, fucking congratulations that you found it. You know what I mean? And we're all blessed that you're here, man. You know what I mean? Like
my little brother used to do that. You know, when we were, he was a kid. He used to work at the haunted houses. Is that why? That's crazy.
It's once you experience it, it's everyone has their own vice. But like some people, it may be like there are people who love building model cars because it's just you and you're zoned in and that's what you do. For some people, it's music. They love listening to music. They love creating music. It's just what you do that brings you peace. And as a teenager who could no longer do any type of athletics because of being in trouble at home and all this stress and not really feeling like you can speak to anyone, where do you go? Where all the other outcasts are at. At that point, all the outcast kids were at the haunted house. So it was all walks of life, and we got to just hang out and have
because
fun.
my little brother is an outcast. He was an outcast. That's crazy.
No, for real. It's probably not even being an outcast. Probably just being able to be yourself.
Yeah.
They're trying to mold you into something you don't want to be.
Exactly.
Just expressing yourself and being yourself.
It was amazing. And then I built friendships and brothers and sisters in the haunted house world that I would have never met these people, would have never gone these places, been on these TV shows, been in these movies because of haunted housing. And it's like all walks of life, but it's like, man, it's crazy to think where it is.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
And I'm sure the wrestling is fun.
Yeah, I love wrestling.
I had, back in the early 2000s, I had a friend, I think went by like Speary Drago or something like that. Or,
Drago? I know him.
It was just his last name was Speary anyway, Jason Speary, I believe. But he used to wrestle, and we used to go watch him, and it was fun.
Jaden Drago, I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
yep.
That sounds right.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Trained by the one and only Shawn Michaels. I know my people now.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I know my people.
I went to school with the guy back home, Joe Helms. He wrestles down in Oklahoma now.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I know my people.
I used to mess with Speary. That's been a million years ago.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Wrestling is fun. Again, another release. You get to have fun.
Portray a character. And, maybe it's not so much a character. Maybe it is who you are. Maybe that's who you are. Who you are, how you feel on the inside. But you get to show the world, and it's just crazy because my little brother's definitely a wrestler too. I mean, he loved that life. That's crazy. It's beautiful that maybe that's where he was coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's again when you have that vice and you have something that you love to do, and you're entertaining the people. It's amazing. It's storytelling. We know it. It's amazing. But some of the best athletes I've ever met in my life have been professional wrestlers. It's crazy.
So when we were talking earlier before the mics turned on, we were talking about you being down in Evansville. For a show or for
a wedding. Had a wedding down there. Yeah.
And you said wrestling is huge down there. Well, I was wondering what you were talking about. I didn't realize it was. And I'm from St. Louis.
Okay.
St. Louis has a wrestling history.
Huge wrestling history.
So, like my sister, she's what do you call it? You do face
special.
No, she's
like a makeup artist,
esthetician.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of her clients is Randy Orton.
He's from the city. Yeah, he's from St. Louis.
Yeah, he's from St. Louis. So she's over there all the time.
You were originally a St. Louis boy?
No. I'm born in Omaha. My
Okay.
dad is from East St. Louis.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of summers down there with the grandparents and the family. And then I'm in St. Louis like maybe 3 or 4 times a year outside of that. One of them being the haunted house season because I do some haunted houses down in St.
Oh,
Louis.
shit.
And then we have the haunted house convention that happens in March-ish every year in St. Louis. So yeah,
wow.
I'm down there pretty often.
Aqua Springfield and didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, it's
Down there in St.
huge.
Louis.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
know, the bus. I think they're on.
What?
Make a comment about your trip.
I don't know. There's a haunted house convention.
Yeah, so imagine like Walmart, Bed Bath and Beyond, and Costco, and like all those huge stores. Now they gotta pay you. Imagine that with anything you can think of related to a haunted house.
For the Halloween time.
Costume, no, but legitimately, Spirit Halloween ran by millionaires. Just think of that.
Yeah.
So it's all your costumes, different types of makeup, prosthetics,
And
jewelry,
obviously, you must be doing
set design, all that in one location, and then you fill it with hot owners, actors, and people who are fans, and you get to shop around. It's like, oh, I would love to get an audio track from my. They got it there. Oh, I want this type of costume. They got it there. They have the company that'll make it for you, and it's all walks of life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Haunted houses.
All in one spot.
I went to a Comic-Con thing with the kids. They, and it was actually kind of cool. So I can imagine something like that would be really
That's pretty much
dope.
what it's just
It's
like
a
that.
Comic-Con for
Haunted
Halloween
houses.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
a
dope.
Comic-Con for haunted houses.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think
Panels.
I actually like checking something like that.
Panels.
After going to the
Guest,
Comic-Con,
all
I
of
was-
it.
So same. Obviously, I'm not down there for the same reasons. That you are. I guess I'm only down there for family. Maybe you're down there.
Mhm.
For work, but I might have to hit that up when one of these times.
Yeah,
Check that out.
it's
crazy.
every spring. They do it like in March. So yeah, it's something crazy.
Enough time to get the orders in to get them back to the people.
Yep, exactly.
Makes sense.
Now, if they can all get the orders back to the people, it's an issue, but that's another conversation. They get flooded. It gets
Yeah,
busy. It's
I
crazy.
bet.
Well, I was going to ask you what you do for an event, but we just nailed that pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's-
pretty much, it's that.
That's awesome. How often is the wrestling? I mean, is that
It depends on which companies I'm working for, whether it's local here or in Iowa or Missouri or Illinois.
okay?
It just depends, but I mainly was doing 2 different companies here in the city in Omaha. They do it once a month.
Okay.
And then there's a third promotion that I just helped not necessarily start, but I was part of like the conversations, and now they're doing stuff. It's they do fight against suicide stuff, so they do a bunch of stuff for suicide prevention. So doing stuff with them as well. It's
all
kind of
about that.
staying rolling that as much as we can.
Yeah, I love that. Were you part of the walk that they did?
Yes, I was part of the walk. Project B Well, we all showed up for that.
Yes,
we
sir.
were all there for
Yes,
that.
sir.
We raised, I think it was in less than 24 hours, I believe we raised slightly over, I think it was like $1,100 or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, we kicked in on that.
Yeah, we appreciate
kicked
that.
in
Thank
heavy
you.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, they loved it. When we got there, we were recognized for it. That we met the lady that started the entire walk.
That's what's
So
up.
she had a great conversation with ISO. We were sitting there. It was beautiful. It was very beautiful
That's
to see
what's
that.
up. Yeah. No, as soon as Straw started posting stuff about that, I immediately hit him. I wanted to do what we could for that.
No, we
We're
appreciate
heavy
that.
on that here. So it's man, we've all struggled with it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's heavy topic here, and we are all about calling our people and checking on them, and
Exactly.
so yeah.
I was super excited to see you today. You posted it first thing this morning,
Oh yeah.
but then the second thing you posted, check on your people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
that's important.
As excited as this guy was,
Yeah.
can't wait. You said he wanted to wake the kids up and fucking throw
Oh,
a
yeah.
party in the house.
My kids had a sleepover
Right.
last night. And they were up. My wife. I was in bed by 8:30. I'm getting old, and I got a
He's
schedule.
not gonna bed by 8:30.
we got
Dude gets up at
I'm
4
taking a
a.m.
weekend.
we got
Wow.
Every day.
we also got an infant at home. He's about a year and 4 months or something
Mhm.
like that. So she was going to stay
Little
up late.
monsters.
She was going to stay up late with the kids, for the sleepover stuff, and I was going to make sure I was up with the baby so I could do a little extra homework and
Mhm.
try to be. But man, yeah, I woke up and I was watching your videos, and I had like so much energy. I was like, I'm ready to shake the kids out of bed, and like
He said, "Don't shake the baby." So they
Yeah,
said, "Don't shake
for
the
real,
baby."
man. It was you had my
Kevin
whole
Ford, dude.
my whole morning was hyped up by you. So
Man, I appreciate that, man.
shit,
Thank
I
you. Thank you.
appreciate that. You know what I mean? When the kids got up, dude, there was four 4 kids, and then my baby.
Yeah, breakfast made and everything.
I did.
Did you?
I fried up hash browns and sausage and eggs and everything.
Jamming out to the
I should have been over here.
And we was Titan was dancing in the kitchen while I was listening to the illness cooking food. It was fun.
So funny thing, my kids in town visiting. We're on the way to go to breakfast this morning. I throw your CD on. We're all just jamming while we're trying to go get breakfast this morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
But so if you could, I mean, obviously outside of Squad, if you could DJ for the big, whatever big name, who would you?
You already got a big name.
I have.
Well, yeah, no,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Outside of the people that I'm. So there are 3 people that I would. Well, I'm going to say there's 2 artists, but then there's 1 event.
Okay.
There's 2 artists in 1 event. I'll start with the artist first. I would love to be able to DJ for T-Pain.
Okay.
Because I'm a fan, people have, oh, you look like T-Pain. It happens all the time. Like, whatever, cool. But if you've ever seen the T-Pain show, DJ Montez is the truth. Like, I would never knock DJ Montez. Like, he's the truth.
Yeah.
But the energy that's there, I know I can add to it. Like, that's just kind of me wanting to do it, to say I did it, but to also be able to add my little spice and my energy,
Right.
just to see if I can make T-Pain look back at me and go, "You're killing it." Just because I just want to see if I can do that. Secondly, as a true hip hop head, as a true DJ, I would love to be able to DJ for Jay-Z.
Okay.
And what I mean by this is, if you've ever seen Jay-Z, he's giving you hip hop on stage. He's not doing a bunch of antics and he's just giving you bars. He's live band bars. It's like you could use a DJ for some scratching or some backups or some, like, it's just like that little, it's cool, but if you add a little pinch of salt, it's like that much better. I just want to add just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the event, I got to do Rolling Loud one time.
Okay.
I have to do Rolling Loud one time. I have to.
Okay.
That's
the goal.
on the bucket list.
That's the goal.
Rolling Loud. I got some venues. I need to be in Madison Square Garden. I need to do Red Rocks coming soon.
Is that coming soon?
Quote me. Red Rocks is coming soon.
Sweet.
I'm not gonna get no details, but Red Rocks will be happening. Trust me. I'm speaking that one right now. But Madison Square Garden, I have to get there, and then I have to get a Rolling Loud. I have to.
Okay.
I have to get a Rolling Loud. That's to me, like, and it's not even to get like a headlining set. It's just I want to do Rolling Loud. I really want to be able to do that.
All right, dude. You got to have your dreams and your goals,
yes.
and like that's what keeps This was a dream 2 years ago. You know what I mean? It was, and it's been, to have people like you and Taebo and it's been, bro. This shit is. We talked about Houston Alexander earlier. I got that dude coming in December 1st.
Yeah, that's my man.
So like
that's who
That's what got you started.
That's got to understand. Hot Boy in Houston, where the Hot Boy got me introduced. Houston's the one that took me under his wing and was like, "Doc, here's what we gonna do." He's the one that put me on air. He's the one that got me introduced to people. He's the one who taught me proper business, communicate. Like Houston, that's.
And I've only met Houston over a few drinks. Obviously right next to the old studio.
Yeah.
Is the old bar that used to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only time I ever met him. Obviously, I had a few in me. Obviously, kind of like right now, right? But yeah, Houston sounds like from the guidance, from everything that he's done. He's a good motherfucker, and give you the shot.
Yeah, Houston is the truth for real.
Yeah.
This started as me and my buddies just skinning bullshit, and then Strawstone put me onto all these amazing people, and I've been, excited to talk to him. Houston, like how, man, I remember high school, that dude was like a hero, like watching him fight and all that. And now he's back to bare knuckling and everything. I'm
4-0.
I know,
4-0, 52.
Oh, is you 52?
I think 51, 52,
Yeah.
4-0.
Whatever, the man's a beast.
You know,
But I'm. This was my, this was a dream, and I'm meeting heroes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like after seeing you do your thing and all that shit, man, and with people that I have high regard for, you know what I mean? I'm a huge fan. So
I appreciate that.
I can appreciate you having your goals and your dream venues and all that shit. I mean, it's beautiful to have those, and
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that you will make it, sir.
Oh, I have to. I have no other choice. I can't not do it.
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen somewhere.
yeah,
Somehow.
like I was saying, speaking into existence, it's fucking, MSG is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Red Rocks, obviously, maybe there's a little more that we don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a situation.
I mean, Red Rocks is such a beautiful place to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't wait to maybe hear some of the things you got going.
Yeah, I've never even been to Red Rocks. Like I've always seen videos.
So I've been to Red Rocks twice, and I've never seen nobody there. But I've been there like late night, like 2, 3 in the morning. Drunk, high, whatever. On the cart, bro, running around stage. I don't know. I don't know if it's a place that's accessible anymore. But like 10 years ago, like you used to just be able to go there. Nobody else was there. So you go to Red Rocks and you can just run across the stage. You can do it all. Just kind of picture yourself there. That would be crazy to be on the other side and see that whole venue full.
Yeah.
No, that would be beautiful.
I think being on stage outside of the fun that we're having, an energy exchange, there's a very surreal moment. I've always wanted to go on tour as a DJ. Like that's always been a thing. But then I've always wanted to be able to be on tour and be able to come back to Omaha on a major scale. And it's not knocking anything I've ever done, but to be able to be on a tour bus and to be able to come back to Omaha to do the Hollywood and Nine tour.
Have the appreciation of your home city.
Yes, and then to be able to walk out to see a sold out arena.
Take that fucking
applause.
And
What shocked me was I was walking out and people were saying my name when I just went up to start DJing to bring out people. DJ Talk!
But people didn't see you.
Wait, what? It's just crazy to hear that support and to see the people in your hometown. It was like, man, nothing's going to top this moment. Nothing tops that. We've sold out other venues, but it was something about Omaha, like you said, that crowd. I've been on the other side. I've been on the other side and seen people on stage. Now to be on stage at home to a sold out crowd, yeah, you can't top that. You can't. It's like you just gotta soak that in and just look and go, thank you, God. This is crazy. I would never thought.
Were you DJing at the Hollywood Undead?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I DJ. Yeah. No, I'm just you said
I seen you.
Yeah.
Too.
So
yeah.
I
just didn't know it yet.
You get. So I was DJing for ISO during that set. That was me behind ISO.
Okay.
I did the introduction for us, and I also did the introduction for Tech.
Okay.
So the intro on Bliss, I did a custom version each night on that tour for Tech's intro.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what's
I
up,
did
man.
that.
Congratulations, man!
Thank you.
With
Thank
everything that you have accomplished, that's all. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. A lot of hard work.
So I've heard rumor that the illness is kind of a three mixtape.
Oh, there's no rumor. I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about it then. Y'all gonna be the first to hear it official.
How bad?
So the illness is part of a trilogy. Okay, so the illness dropped. Everybody knows I'm the doctor. I'm DJ Doc. Everybody is my patient. So you get the illness. When you're sick, what happens? You go to the appointment.
Okay.
And then after you go to the appointment, sometimes you have to leave and get a prescription. And then sometimes you have a follow-up. That's usually how doctor's appointments go, right?
So is
that's all I said. I just told y'all doctor's appointments go. I'm not saying anything official. I just said sometimes you have an illness and you have to go get an appointment to go see your doctor, and sometimes you leave with a prescription, and sometimes you have to have a follow-up. That's usually how doctor appointments work.
That's awesome.
I'm just kind of cradling some things around that.
We'll just sit back and
I love the thought process put into that, man. That's beautiful too.
And you never know. I learned from the best of them. Maybe that trilogy ain't back to back to back.
So
maybe there's some other things between these. I'm a horror movie fan,
Yeah.
You know, some trilogies also have prequels, and some, you gotta,
Prequels don't come to you done with the stories.
Hey, listen. Now watch this. You say that, but now let's look at Fast and Furious. They're not in order as how they were released. So I need you to think about this.
Okay.
I'm very critical with what I do. I believe in putting out perfection, even though it won't be perfect. I want to put out the best product that I can.
Right.
I want, whether it's a stage show, a song, a performance, I want to put out the best product that I can, but I'm very methodical about it. I like to think and go, okay, if I do this and this references this and this references this, and then you start piecing things together and it's like a story within a story. So I like doing that.
Let me tell you this. I used to own a bar called Docs.
Okay.
And my slogan
Uh-huh.
is "We got the cure."
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I can't steal it, but that's dope.
I'm just saying, just think about that.
Yeah.
He used to own Docs.
Used to own Docs.
Hint.
He said hint.
There was divorce in the, that happened at that time, and maybe that was the cure.
Sometimes it is.
Maybe that was the cure.
Sometimes you got to remove the thing that's causing the illness.
This guy.
That's beautiful.
That was nice.
Causing the illness.
Well. So, you got any big shows coming up? Are you going next Kansas City?
Yeah. So next week, I'm not sure when this is going to air or what's going on, but next week or this week, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Friday, November 20-something, 22nd, November 22nd, the Gangster Party is going down. I am your official host and DJ all night long. Taebo the Truth Gangster Party. You already know how we're going to do it.
I've seen it.
It's going to be something serious. So we down at KC. That's gonna be something crazy. I'll tell you this right now. That's me, ISO and Taebo are nuts, but when it's just me and Taebo, and because that's where it started. Oh man, just know. If you've heard Gangsta Party and you hear how we go back and forth there, a lot of that's not scripted. You saw what he did on the illness.
Yeah.
You see what he tried to do to me on the illness.
Absolutely.
That's this. We just bringing it to the stage.
The contract.
He trying to get me on. Look, this is what we do. We do this on stage. This is what. So it's a party. It's a gangster party on stage all night long. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be one of those. I promise you, it's gonna be one of those. And then after that, a week later, Black Friday, Phoenix, Arizona. Myself, ISO, we popping in with Unconventional Kings and Lex Bratcher. That's a benefit show that's going on out there.
Shout out Unconventional Kings.
Yeah, shout out UK. Unconventional Kings,
where you gonna be at in Phoenix?
motherfucker.
This guy, he used to be a resident of Phoenix.
Yeah, we've been talking to Unconventional Kings. They're going to come in sometime.
Oh yeah, they have to, definitely.
Yeah.
And then I know after that, I got another show with ISO in December. There's a possibility of some another New Year's situation that there might be a follow up with that, and I know there's talks of tours. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. But we here.
We can't wait. We can't wait to hit.
But this won't be out before the Taebo show. But the thing I have is I'm the editor too, so I will definitely have something cut out probably tomorrow.
Oh, I'm with that. Yes, sir.
Post.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna use that.
So that's what's up. All about, man. The way I see it, you guys are taking your time to come sit down with me. I'll do everything I can to promote for y'all.
Man, this is truly what it's about. Like, I get the performances, the meet and greet. I get all that. Like, that's part of it. But it's about being personal and building those relationships. I come from the grassroots era of radio. So I was on the tail end of street teams. Where radio, you had people that went out and actually hung flyers, because I did that. You had people that actually carried crates. You had people that had to go, artists had to go to radio stations.
So I remember listening to Hot Boys back in the day. I remember all that.
Hot Boy, P Minor, Soul, Busy. I was the original. At that time, it was Hot 107.7, 97.3. Your only choice for hip hop and R&B.
Yeah. But I remember. We were around for all that.
So I was there. Yeah. So this was 2005, and then that's also when they switched.
Been listening to you,
and didn't realize it was me. Yeah. So there was one time P Minor was sick, It was one of the DJs. P-Minor was singing. I got to imitate him on air once. And they thought, they was like, you got better? I said, no, that was Doc. He was playing around. Because, I like
He
to do
said
voices.
you got better. Oh, you did great that show.
Great. But no, yeah, it's just the grassroots era of being able to build personal relationships with DJs. I feel that still needs to be done now, but it needs to be shifted with your social media people, with podcasts, with DJs that aren't attached to radio
Correct.
stations. That's necessary.
Just building that personal relationship. Everybody that we've had on here, we've all built. I feel like, I follow everybody. Everybody,
Right.
friend request. You build that personal relationship with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, I don't know that if we went into a random spot. I mean, anybody that's at the show is gonna.
Of course.
Yeah, they'll all know who he's.
Yeah.
And that's a crazy, beautiful, but it's kind of a crazy thing, right? It is all about that personal relationship that you build.
Well, yeah, let's promote each other, man. Like,
Right.
Right.
What are we losing hitting shares and like buttons and
Nothing at all.
Nah.
And then that's where us as the artists and the DJs, it's our job to say, hey, you want to do it? You want to go get, again, this is the age of social media. Hey, you want to go get some content? Hey, go hit up this podcast, bro. Go do XYZ. And then that's just networking.
Yeah.
Because like you said earlier, you never know who you're going to meet, or you never know where it's going to go from there. So,
Is that how you heard about us?
yeah, that's literally what it was. Is Taebo did the podcast, and then I was like, "You did what?" See, I'm doing a podcast. I was okay. I need to link up with him. He said, "Yeah, bro, you really need to. You need to." And then next thing you know, here come the inboxes from the illness drop. Hey, we want to get you on the pod. I was like, "Yep." Taebo already. We this is timing. This is going to happen. Yep. So now I'm hoping somebody sees this, or I'll refer somebody and say, "Hey, go do this podcast."
Absolutely. Yeah, work with each other for each other.
And after this, we have a meal for you. If
Oh
you're
yeah, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm fat, but I identify as skinny.
Yeah.
So I need you to treat me as such. I identify as skinny.
we that's what we try to promote as much as we can for you coming in for your time, and we like to try to feed you too. Food is like my love language. You know what I'm saying? Like I none of us is small. Danny does all right.
We're very blessed with my girl upstairs.
Yeah, she hooked up the soup. We've got some homemade soup and stuff upstairs today, but yeah, we
takes care of us all.
we like to try to just take care of y'all
everybody
for
leaves
your
with a
time,
belly
man.
full.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's the one thing you can't get back, man. You don't
get time. I just had that conversation yesterday and today. The one thing you cannot get back is time and energy.
Right.
You can get everything else back, but you can't get your time back or your energy, because the energy depletes you.
Yeah.
So like when the time is one thing, but when you have time and energy tied into it, you can never get those things back. So spend them wisely.
For sure. For sure.
Best thing I ever heard: time and money.
Yeah.
You either have time or you have money.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the two.
I mean, it's a.
We have the discussion a lot about, a lot of us spent too much time chasing the bag and not enough time with the family necessarily. You know what I mean? And I had to have a back surgery before I realized what was going on and what I was missing at home, because I was on the road all the time with the truck. And so, yeah, it's there's a fine line of time and money.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice of manhood and fatherhood that people don't understand. If you want to be there for your family physically, you can, but then are you really being able to provide the way you need to financially? Because we all know as men, the finances is how we really define ourselves. We operate off of the financial clock. So it's like, if I know I'm making a certain amount of money, then I can spend the whole week with y'all and be good. But as soon as I know, I'm dipping a little bit. Hey, I need to disappear for a second. I need to buckle down and go make this bread and come back to you.
Back to the same.
Yeah.
If you have time, you don't have any money.
Yeah.
If you have money,
You don't have any time. Yep.
It's life. It's life as a man.
That's what they didn't tell us when we were kids.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't tell us that. I wish they would have.
Yeah.
But I'm here now, so I'm learning. I got it now. That's what it is.
Your time.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming. It's not the money.
And a lot of our conversations are trying to, figure out where we should have changed things in lives, and hoping we can, save somebody a few minutes in theirs down the road.
Right.
So, yeah. But do you have any good? You're working on the mixtape.
Yep.
Are you booking any? Like I heard you talking
Oh,
about a wedding.
I'm always able to be booked. Weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, birthday parties,
Yeah,
festivals. If you want me to do DJ your show, if you want me to DJ a show, if you want me to DJ your set, I take all bookings across the country.
All right.
Across the country. I'm even going out of the country at certain points as well too. So if you want to book DJ Doc, book DJ Doc.
And best way to do that, you got a website or just go to the
Website is
Facebook?
coming soon.
Okay.
The website is coming soon, but right now you can just reach out to me on Instagram, the real DJ Doc, TheReal DJ DOC, or DJ Doc.fleet DJs@gmail.com. All of that information is on my Instagram, the real DJ Doc, DJ Doc on Facebook, all of that. So yeah, just my Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me. I respond, I follow back. I'm not just that person that's like, oh, just give me the know. If I actually know who you are, I definitely follow back. I'll go through and like a bunch of stuff and comment on some stuff and share stuff in the story. That's what it's about.
That's what's up. Yep. Yep. Always helping each other. You got any shout outs you want to get out?
Man,
there?
of course I have to do this.
Yeah,
I gotta knock all these out. I'm gonna try to do it the best way that I can. First, I'll shout out to the man above, because without him, I would not be here today. Shout out to the wifey. I love you, baby girl. Shout out to the family. Of course, shout out to Project Be Well, King ISO, Taebo the Truth, Straw Strong, Matt Phoenix, everybody that's been involved with the Illness Project. I appreciate y'all. Every single person that has shared, comment, subscribed, and supported DJ Doc or Project Be Well in any way. I appreciate that, because without you, there is no me. Without you, there is no us. Shout out to all the real independent artists out there, the real independent artists.
For sure.
Keep pushing. Someone's going to hear that song, and that's all that matters. It may be 5 people, but that one, that life you saved is what matters. Keep doing your craft.
That is what matters.
Yes.
I gotta say, man, there's a lot of nights that ISOs, I got kids and I think about that.
Shit, ISO puts you to bed.
There's a lot of nights. There's a lot of times you're driving home having a bad day, and I gotta put on the boy to fucking.
Oh, that's me. I'm the same way. I'm the DJ. I'm the brother, but I'm a fan as well.
Bro, you're the guy that sets up this fucking whole energy.
Yeah.
The feeling for the night.
To be real,
It's fucking.
He's kind of right, man. They are the star, but you are the one that ignites the fire for that energy.
Man, I'm just trying to pay my part.
DJs are way underrated.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
When you go back, like when I go back to when I was a kid, DJ Capri.
Kid Capri.
Yeah. I mean, those guys were sick. Those are the guys that set the energy. Those are the guys.
They're supposed to, but that's what the DJs do.
You ever heard of DJ Rectangle?
Yes. Yes.
Underrated. You guys do the work.
Oh,
you guys put the work
that's
in,
the
and we
thing.
appreciate the fucking.
I want to give this advice to any artist out there. Find a DJ.
Pay your DJ.
That's number 2. Find a DJ, pay your DJ. But all jokes aside, find a DJ that is going to complement what you are doing. I'm not saying your DJ has to say your words. I'm not saying your DJ has to be the producer, but find a DJ that's going to complement what you are doing. Every artist doesn't need a DJ, but if you are an artist that does some high energy stuff, especially if you're anywhere in the rap game, you need a DJ. Stop rapping over your lyrics, but you need a DJ. And you need a DJ that's going to compliment you, because it's going to make your performance that much better. You're a quarterback. That's great. But a quarterback can't do anything
without his center, without his line, without his.
And that's the thing. We're the offensive line.
Yes.
The DJ is the offensive line. We set the tone. If we mess up, you look bad. You can mess up and it don't look bad because you're the quarterback. But you need that protection around you. We don't make you better. We just help you be great. That's it.
Very well said.
Devin, the dude, was in town a week or two ago, and I had his DJ sign the hat. He's like, man, I ain't nobody. I'm like, don't tell me that shit. I want your signature too.
I have that.
Because I know that you do the work.
That's what I do. Like, I'll meet artists. Like, I've been in the same space, bumping elbows with Grammy Award winners and all this stuff.
Beautiful thing, right?
And the first thing I'm doing is going to the DJ. Like, oh snap, yeah, you're MC such and such. Hey, DJ, hey,
definitely don't get the appreciation.
You're the DJ, right? Hey, what's up? I'm DJ Doc. Yada yada yada. Let's network. Because my thing is this: I can meet the artist, but here's a little insider trading tip. the DJ has all their music. So if I'm a DJ and I want to do a DJ doc edit of T-Pain's Bartender, I don't need to hit up T-Pain. I got to hit up DJ Montez. That's who I got to contact. If I want to do a custom version of Usher Nice and Slow, I don't hit up Usher. I hit up the DJ, Jermaine Dupri. That, like, you got to know who. So if I want to get a hold of the person with the music because I need the music. Yeah. If I want to feature, I got a direct plug to you because I met the DJ. And then if I'm like, hey, what can I do for, again, relationship building? If I'm not just using the DJ, I actually want to build a relationship with other DJs. That's what the network is. Yeah. There's DJs that anytime they're in Omaha, they know not to bring their equipment because I'm showing, hey, you in the city? Yeah, bet. Hey, you want to use my setup? Bet I'm on the way. And they use all of my stuff, but then at the same time, I've been to their cities.
They help you.
Hey, bro, I got a show in such and such. I don't want to fly with this. Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm not even booked. I'll be at the show. Bet, bring your people. So I'm using their equipment, and then they backstage hanging out with who, what, when, where, why, and how. But that's a network of DJs.
Right. Hey, all you young cats taking notes right now, I hope.
I hope so.
He has just laid some knowledge that is worth money, probably.
I hope so.
Doctor going to start putting on clinics.
Hey, I can. I really can.
The doc.
I really can. I really could do some stuff.
He does have the cure.
Oh, yeah. So what's up, man? Anything else you want to get out there?
Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna do the old school version. I don't know where I'm about to be on the screen, but I'm gonna just do this right here. I'm gonna put my hands like this, and the amazing editor is gonna put up right here where you need to. Bling, right there. It's gonna be right there. Click, comment, subscribe, the whole 9. Follow, support, give them views. That's all that it is, man.
And then Project Be Well.
Yes. Oh, we getting to that. We getting to that. I got you. And last but not least, anything you see, Project B, I'm going to look directly in the camera. Anything that you see, Project B Well wise, you see a B heart check, you see anybody attached to Project B Well, like, follow, subscribe, stream, share, create videos to flood anything you see with Project Be Well. There's a lot of things in the works that if I had the liberty to be able to discuss, we would need a whole nother hour. I'll tell you right now, there's so much going on with Project Be Well outside of DJ Doc mixtapes. It's stuff going on. Taebo got stuff get ready to drop. That's going to be crazy. With another homie that I connected them, again, networking. They got some stuff dropping. It all, if y'all only knew. Look back at this moment
long
right
bus,
now.
Short thoughts.
Bus, short thoughts. So I'm going to say it right now. Long Bus, Short Thoughts. That's the name of the next mixtape. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. But yeah, it's a lot going on. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
That's what's up, man. We're excited. We love everything you guys put your hands on. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Project Be Well, shout out for sure. But yeah, man, we'll follow, we'll share, and we'll keep you moving too. And I'm gonna take a moment here to shout out my wife, who is at home with the kids, holding it down. You know, when
on a Sunday evening,
the boss
on a Sunday evening when I'm here with y'all having a good time. Shout out, Jen. We love you. Everything you do. We'll end it on that. Thanks for your time, boss.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
We'll have a good one. We'll let Crime sing us out of here.
Hi, Jane.
On 5 and done. On 5 and done.